The 7 signs of a bad programmer. I'm so excited today you're finding out if I'm a bad programmer and also if you're a bad programmer. There are many ways to be ineffective at a job. Here are a few that seems to be running theme with some programmers I've worked with over the years. So he's a programmer and he had bad colleagues. That's common. I'm a software engineer, not a programmer. I'm a software engineer, not a programmer. So shut up. You know what they're like. Mechanical keyboard in the office. Can't make the stand-up because they were thinking about that problem. It's 5 minutes to mention what you're thinking. How long did it take to get the latte? I'm not entirely certain how people can become so arrogant within 3 years of experience, but here you go. I like to impress with my job title. Who? What do you mean? Nobody cares. Perhaps a little more time working and a little less time working on your status. I don't think that's the problem only with programmers. So many people like to be like that. You can be a cashier and be a
B.
But you can also be a programmer and be a
B.
So my father used to say that he has been working with a lot of people who had college degrees and my father doesn't have one. And he said that they can be idiots too. So it doesn't matter your title or your whatever, your experience. If someone is a
B.
he's a
B.
Luckily, people can change, but of course, not everyone is like that, and that's fine. Whiteboard in the background. Some people in the industry do have degrees. I work with doctors, not the medical kind. Of those with qualifications in the industry often choose not to mention them because within many organizations, there's a reverse slobbishness around education. Yet others wear glasses without medical reason, which really happens. I wear glasses, but it's sort of a medical reason, I have slightly bad eyes, and it helps me if I stare at the screen much longer. I have less eye fatigue, so I'm not that kind. I'd be more impressed if your whiteboard had more than a bullet points. At least that is, I know you don't understand the wider architecture of the application. Your whiteboard is like putting makeup on a pig. Zing! Some have interesting information written on that whiteboard though. Let's check out. Oh god. Oh, this is perfect. Can you see this? The fizzbuzz function. The one who can tell me what this function does in the comment section below gets a cookie. So let's continue. Delete the current project. What? You've entered a new project and have seen someone on Twitter recommend that you delete the whole thing and start again. Won't the current team member be somewhat put out of joint by this suggestion? What do you mean? Teamwork might be damaged? Just delete it. Okay, so if your first suggestion is you should delete the whole project and start over, that's not, obviously in many cases that's not a solution, but there are cases when whole refactoring might start with from scratch. It's situational. The Michael Jackson, black or white. The program can only think in terms of right and wrong rather than shades of gray. In almost every circumstance there are only shades of gray and no right wrong decisions. Apart from a few things, let's not get confused though. When programmers declare that something should just be done in a certain way, we frequently think about their way of doing things. Okay, sometimes it doesn't need to be your way or the highway. Perhaps introduce "it depends" way of thinking to your software development practices. Again, I don't think this only applies to programmers. There are many people who think like that, and oftentimes even ourselves tend to be like that. It's a black or white. Life is more of a shades of gray, not the movie. Not I don't like the movie. You don't have to think of terms like this is good, this is not good, this is good, this is not good. Sometimes some solutions are acceptable, which aren't the best possible. If you're working on a team, I think it's especially true. Next, the Peter principle, a faster path downwards. What's the Peter principle? Am I dumb? Should I know what this is? Peter as in Peter Griffin from Family Guy? I don't recall any Peter Principle episode, so it's probably not that. Some programmers are well worth a promotion after 12 or even 6 months. Yet, it seems that many programmers feel that they are entitled to a raise and a new job title after a few months on the job. The standard of team leads in tech companies do seem pitifully low. New developers quickly move up the chain without the technical knowledge for a new advanced role and certainly lack the people knowledge in order to be an effective team lead. Programming is all about people. They take time to develop. Here's the thing. Some of us, myself not included, are quick to learn, quick to take in new stuff and advance quickly. And you gotta respect that, you know, they can get a promotion real quick, quicker than you. You might be there for 12 months, but if he's better, let him get the freaking promotion. Take him as a motivation for you. Some people need to learn more, some people need to learn less to take some information. At least from what he wrote, I think this is what he means. Does he? Okay, so new developers quickly move up the chain without the technical knowledge for an advanced role and certainly lack people knowledge in order to be... Okay, so you mean also the people knowledge, but then again, some people can learn fast, you know, it's alright. For everyone this is different. You don't need to push yourself too hard or feel bad because you don't get the promotion you think you deserve. Sometimes it's not because of that. Sometimes you just don't deserve it. You need to learn a bit more. But then again, it's very situational. Next, the copy pasta. Just copy that code from Stack Overflow. It seems to work. Let's go. Later that week. Can you fix this crash? You guessed it, fix isn't forthcoming. I still think you could, fix it. You don't need to be a bad guy here, but yeah, if you just copy, that doesn't make you a programmer. Watch my previous videos. I have more details on this topic. Lack of curiosity. I think that's the biggest issue with programmers. It's fine to be in it for the money. To some extent, every job is about the income that you derive from it. However, to really have a passion and love your work means that you get so much more out of it and become a much more valued colleague. Your aim is to retire at 40? Not so much. Perhaps that is why you're not so interested to find out the origin of that bug after all. But why? If you don't enjoy your job and want to improve both yourself and your current project, perhaps it's time to find a new career. Yeah, I always say that it's not too late to switch. It's never too late to switch if you don't find it interesting and you can't push yourself to find it more interesting. It's probably time to move on. Not everyone is going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. Not everyone is going to be a millionaire, probably myself included. But does that mean that we can't live a good life? No. Sometimes things just don't work out. You know, it's not a big deal. Okay, so this article is a light-hearted look at the following destructive developer behaviors. I'm a software engineer, not a programmer. Those who focus on status rather than getting the work done. You know, there you go. Very good observation. Whiteboard in the background. Those who work on project and the credentials to other developers. Deal with the current project. Those who wish to blame others for the current situation. The Michael Jackson black and white. Those who don't think in the classical developer it depends and instead think in binary terms only to complex situations. Sometimes there is not just right or wrong. Sometimes there is in between. The Peter principle of faster path downwards. I don't know what this is, but you know what? We're gonna find out. Peter principle states the person who is competent at their job will earn a promotion to a position that requires different skills. Okay, whatever. Those who benefit from the Peter principle are promoted from their current role without gaining the requisite competency for doing so. I understand. Copy paste. The copy pasting code of Stack Overflow without understanding it can produce buggy and difficult to understand production code. Okay. Lack of curiosity. Those who don't want to know more than they currently do don't move forward in their knowledge and as a result don't move the project forwards. Conclusion. If you are displaying one of these signs, doesn't mean that you're a bad programmer. Displaying all 7, you might not be as fantastic developer as you think you are. I don't know though, because I don't know you, see? Okay, not bad. Very nicely written, than put in a metaphorical way of some deeper meaning, but we get the message. Sometimes you're not as good as you think you are. Oftentimes I need to reflect on myself, and you should do that too. It's very healthy. It puts you back in your place. And I don't mean that in the bad way. It clears your mind a bit and you become much happier. And that's very important, because if you're not happy, because if you're not feeling fulfilled in your job, then what's the point, you know? Sometimes we need to take some time. Really good article. I enjoyed it. And this is the end of the video. I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like. You need to like more. Come on, man. Just like the video. Just go there, pop, like. Just smash it. And then also the subscribe button. See you in the next one. Bye.